Alright, how's it going, everyone? I hope everyone had a good Wednesday. I legit just fell asleep right after work, hence why I'm streaming so late tonight. Yeah, I, I'm essentially more than halfway done with this game, at least like with the first ending in this, so we'll go from here. Right, I'll get my drink, a Coke Zero, poured right in here. Something refreshing to drink, because it's been hot today. Even though I've been in the office for a couple hours, I still feel it once I get back home. There we go. Yeah, I need this. Or mind the hairballs. You leave the ones in the shower. I like how it took me like a good amount of the game to realize she's actually voicing her own cat. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so some new news. Soccer popularity sinks as pro wrestling rises. By Lana Smithy. Once known as the king of sports, soccer is no longer even a shadow of its former self. After the corruption scandals of the last World Cup, fans have begun drifting towards the theatrical magic of pro wrestling industry. The latest GSF tournament pulled nearly 20 million viewers from Glitch City alone. As of this moment, fans seem to be vastly favoring pro wrestling. It's easier to follow something we know is predetermined as opposed to something that pretends to be a legit sport, said a fan outside the GSF arena. People kicking a ball is boring as shit too. Oh man, don't let the soccer fans hear this article. Quincy? I clearly like fried chicken. During our weekly interview with Prime Minister Quincy, he revealed his unusual taste for a certain rare food, fried chicken. I know it sounds a bit rude to say I like something most people don't have access to, but I just can't deny my love for it. When you taste chicken breasts like the ones that Kenta make, you just can't go back, Quincy declared to the augmented eye. In other news, Quincy also confessed his desire to ban instant food, although he later said it was in jest. I wouldn't ban instant food since that's what people in the city like the most, and even though I hated no, I wouldn't ban it. Is it that? I'm pretty sure the ones sold are fried. It's probably fried pigeons. I imagine at this point in time, chickens are really a thing. With soccer, but I like soccer, and because of that, you're castrated. Monster Girlfriend, Shirari becomes the best-selling video game of all time. The waifu evolution from the 2010s is no longer a laughing matter. What started out as a trend has since gone out of control since the standardization of VR technologies, which allows people to live full-time inside their computers. As a result of this craze, it shouldn't be a huge surprise to know that the popular Monster Girlfriend franchise has become a commercial juggernaut, with millions of copies shipped in Glitch City alone. Worldwide, the game has shipped nearly 90 million copies since its launch in March, making it a record holder that won't quit. Is the waifu age real? Well, there's the answer. Do you want that game? Anime games are stupid, new ones at least. Alright, so we'll continue from the game premiere. I like when every little thing that you buy gets added into Jill's room right there. Alright. Let's put this drink down. Let's go to work. Alright, here we go. Wednesday, December 21st. Good evening. Ah, Jill, good timing. Is it? You two always make me feel like I'm late. If it helps, that dog isn't coming until sometime later. Anyway, do you have something planned for Sunday? Watch silly mega Christmas specials with 1,000 grams of black fur on my lap? Why? I was thinking about holding a small mega Christmas party here this Sunday. You in? Sure, why not? Alright. Invite any client you're acquainted with. The more the merrier. You didn't bring your cat today. The raid stopped. They found whoever they were looking for. Huh. Anyways, we better start working. Yeah, you better. Alright. Let's just choose some random ones. Alright. There we go. Let's make sure there's no repeats. I think it's good. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Welcome to VA. I want a fluffy dream. May I see your ID, please? I don't have an ID because, I'm the ghost of the Mega Christmas Pass. So we're going with this story. I'll haunt you constantly unless you give me a fluffy dream. Do you have money to pay for the drinks? Well, do you? Yes, I have money. The girl asks for a fluffy dream, but she's got to be crazy if she thinks she's getting alcohol so easily. So I'm basically gonna give her like a non-alcoholic drink. Let's see. Three of these and three of these. All aged and mixed. Bam. Here you go. Wow, I actually got a drink. So who are you here to stalk, Miss Ghost of Mega Christmas Pass? Stalk? Alright, I'm a ghost. That guy, yeah. Which employee did you leave without a Mega Christmas? Go. Jill, please. It would have been funny if you reacted to that. Sorry, kid, I'm not in the mood to humor you today unless you have some sort of ID. Here. Well, in a year or so, I would gladly serve you a drink. But until then, this is no place for you. But I already got a drink. A non-alcoholic one. You didn't expect me to really give you a drink, right? So if you would please leave. I can't leave, not after trying so hard to even get here. Alright, let's start from the beginning, Miss Norma. How do you know my name? I saw your ID. It could have been a fake ID. I don't think you're stupid enough to make a fake ID that doesn't put you at 18 at the very least. You're very sharp, Miss Bartender. You look like a nice girl, Norma. Why come to a bar like this? You seem like you're in a bad mood, Miss Bartender. Nah, she's just like that all the time. Shut up. Sorry if I've been harsh. These last couple of days have been heavy, and having someone underage here reminds me of a certain incident from last week. Incident? Well, don't change the subject, young lady. Why did you come here? What do you care? I can do whatever I want, unless it's illegal, in which case anyone can, should, and probably will stop you. I just wanted to be more wild, you know? Wild? My mom puts way too many expectations on my shoulders. I've always been out to make sure I don't disappoint her. But it's never rough. It's not good enough to have good grades. That is rough. That reminds me of growing up in an Asian household right there. Hence why we always have like such self-depreciating humor right there. She also wants me to go out and take a college preparation course. Now I'm tired, I don't want to do things for her anymore. So he came to a bar. Maybe if I came back home smelling like alcohol, she would leave me alone. If I'm not good enough for her, I might as well kill any hope she has in me. It's funny, I have a friend who is also being pressured by her mother. Really? Yeah, but in her case, it's being pressured to settle down and form a family. Oh. So let me get this straight. You came here to make your mother disappointed. Yes. Do you like alcohol? Actually, I think it's nasty. Then you're doing things wrong. What? If you're gonna disappoint your mom, at least do it with something you like. Like become a belly dancer because you want to be a belly dancer. Otherwise, you're just trying to hurt her for the sake of hurting her. Let's start with something. What do you like doing? I don't know. I've been so focused on trying to be good enough that I haven't been able to think about what I want to do. Don't you think you should start there? Eh? What good is doing something just for the sake of hurting someone? If she gets disappointed in you over something you like doing, you have the right to protest. But if you're hurting her by hurting yourself over something you don't enjoy... Sounds silly, huh? Very. Go home, do some self-discovery before hurting your mom, would you? Or at the very least, humor her until you're old enough to move out. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Miss Bartender. Call me Jill. Jill? Alright. Careful out there. In the end, you did humor her for a bit. Shut up. Oh, a doggy! Oh, it's the Rat Shiba! He's back! Hello, little girl. Oh, shit. G and J, how you doing? You're late. Miss me, Jay? You're too early. Ah, good to see you. It's good to see you here. Boss, will he be any good around here? I'm right here. I know. Of course, I spent lots of time training him. Why do you think he didn't show up last week? Because how the hell would I know you'd bring a part-timer dog? I wonder what a part-timer dog would do in this case. Here, let me show you. Sit. Sir, yes, sir. Roll. Sir, yes, sir. Paw. Sir, yes, sir. Training, of course. He's only shouting, sir, yes, sir, and not doing anything else, though. I never said I did a perfect job. Hmm? Is that a motorcycle? Oh, shit. Hey, not in my office. In the end, he's just a dog, I guess. Oh, new guy. Yes? Bathroom. Oh, sorry, it's only for clients. Oh, promise me you'll buy something afterwards. It's that door over there. Who the hell are you? The other one. Sheesh. I said get out of my desk. But the world's ending. It was just a motorcycle. They're the Foreriders then. Those are horsemen and it already stopped. Thanks. Don't mention it. I need to buy something now, right? Oh, you don't have to. Sorry if it looked like I meant to inconvenience you. No. I'll order something. I need a rest anyways. What can I get you? Piano woman would be nice. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I'll have a Mars Blast. Sure. Let's give him a piano woman. I think that's what he really wants. Alright, Sleuth. Shit. Messed that up. There we go. And 3 of these. All aged and mixed. Here. You look happy. Shut up. Is that motorcycle out there yours, mister? Call me Mario. Yes, it's mine. Sorry for the noise. Oh, don't worry. It's not like you stayed outside too long or anything. So, what do you work as, Mario? I live to paint the roads black with my wheels, leaving the trail of my engine sound wherever I go. I'm a rebel. Fuck the red lights. Fuck the speed limits. Fuck the helmet laws. The roads are mine and mine only. Oh man, he's doing the Tom Cruise thing where he's not wearing a motorcycle while riding he's not wearing a helmet, I mean, while riding a motorcycle. I am. Guys, I'm going outside with the dog. We'll advertise the bar. Hello, doggy. Hello, shady guy. Shady? I'll be back before long, don't worry. Alright. Careful. Who was she? Oh, she's my boss. She was cute. Not that... You're not cute. And it's not like I'm into girls either. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just... So, where do you work, Mario? I told you, I'm a rebel. Rebels can't maintain those bikes for too long. What's your day job? I'm a delivery boy. I see, probably delivering pizzas. That's really appropriate, I guess. What do you deliver? I'm from a courier company, so it's kind of like mail, I guess. I'm always around the city, and I know it like the palm of my hand. Sure, I might not remember every building, but I remember every intersection and every street. That's nice. I still can't take detours without feeling totally lost. Try guiding yourself with the help of landmarks around here. The Saber Station's antenna is a good reference. I mean, what do I care? Fix that yourself, bitch. Do you want anything else, Mario? I guess a Moonblast would be nice. Moonblast? Gut Punch! Yeah, that one. I think he's a little self-conscious about ordering, like, girly drinks. Let's give him a Moonblast. Like that, and 2 Armotrine on the rocks blended. Right. Here. This is good. It's a Moonblast. No, never mind. Say, Mario, why do you try so hard to keep up that tough guy image? It isn't working? Maybe when you arrived and had to go to the bathroom, but after that you just looked cute. Cute? So why do it? Bikers are supposed to be scary, right? Rebels that cause trouble and ride free from society's ties. If we apply that brand of logic here, I should be wearing 1/3 of my clothes and lighting drinks on fire. I guess. You can do whatever you want and dress however you want, it's just that you look like you're trying so hard. Like you don't really enjoy that. It's not a lie. Who says you can't dress as a biker and still be a nice kid? Yeah, but other bikers. That sounds like something someone in high school would say. It's just advice. Don't take it too personally. No, you're right. I don't have to be that way. Unless you want to, I ain't stopping you there. Yeah, but I don't. It's tiring and I don't feel good. If you want, you could try to stay quiet. You were pretty intimidating when you did that. I see. Will you have another drink, or do you have too many already? I can handle another one. Get me a French Weaver. Sure. He actually asked for a French Weaver instead of something manly. Good for him. Oh man, that's a lot of Karmatrine. So 9 of these. And it's H and mix. Alright, here you go. Here. Yep, that's the one. Thanks. Say, that guy over there. Go? What's up with him? Are you dating him? No. Is he seeing anyone? Not as far as I know. Do you think he... No, never mind. I said nothing. Thank you for everything. Please come again. Go. You heartbreaking fuckboy. What? Nothing. I'll be taking my break now, Gil. Okay, careful. Alright, let's take a break. And let's continue. Billy didn't smell like poo today. That's a new one. Let's mix this up. I think that's good enough. Alright, back to business. Back. Any luck? I managed to give out some flyers, but most people were distracted by the dog. I'd tell them to go to the Rad Shiba bar to get their attention. Oh. Anyway, I'm back to my office. You stay here. Fine. The door opens and the crowd goes wild and they say, "Ah, dog!" Sup, little girl? What are you doing in a bar? Honey, some help here. Hey, dog, I heard cats in the valley. Really? I'll check them out. Wow, that dog is very easy to distract. Wow, you really are bad with dogs, eh? Did I make it too obvious? Why, though? I don't know. Oh, hey, John. Hey. I think it's because I just got that trait at random. When AIs are created, they're given fears or tastes completely at random. I just happen to get stuck with a fear of dogs and chinchillas. Alright, just pouring the rest of my Coke Zero. Chinchillas are in sync, though. Thank God. What will you have? Well, it's that time of the month, so I'll have a Bleeding Jane. Coming right, a Bleeding Jane for Dorothy in honor of her time of the month. Wait, Liliths have periods? I guess someone programmed that into, like, their AI. Interesting. Alright, one of these. And 3 planner guide. All blended. Alright. Here. That time of the month. Do Lil administrate? Yes. Oh, I see what they're doing there. So for them, like, administration is like oil changes for them. Interesting. No, so you can... Okay, never mind. There are a few maintenance things we have to do every month, but those are a different story. Then what time of the month is it? The time when I feel like drinking a Bleeding Jane. So how's business? You'd be surprised by how many people get struck by holiday depression and need some Dorothy in their lives. Although it's also the season with the most competition. I didn't know you had competition. Of course I do, both humans and Lilum. Half of them get a sexy Santa dress, and that's not fair. They were sold out, I wanted one too. But maybe it's better that way. How so? The other girls like to dress in skimpy clothes and show lots of skin. That scares off lots of people. I learned that the best way to maintain regulars is just to dress normally. Really? If I dress normally, they could just pretend I'm some acquaintance. No need to hide me until reaching the room. Hell, some even invite me to dinner or a movie before anything else. Although I must say it's a bit hard to get to clients in the first place. They can't tell what I do at a glance. And the first time they see me after a call, they think I'm just making a prank or something. Huh, I never saw it that way. Which reminds me, do you serve only humans or do you serve Lilum too? Humans only, but I do have an at least 40% organic policy. 40%? Humans from the neck up. Dicks preferably organic, but I can make exceptions. For females, I'm not so strict though. Why? Do you know someone that might be interested? No, just mere curiosity. Well, your curiosity left me thirsty. Get me a blue fairy, a big one, would you? Alright. A big blue fairy for the small pink-haired pixie. Ooh, just like basin. Alright, one of these. Crap. Let's give her all the caramel charm, actually. So 8. 8 of this. 2 of these. So 8, 2, and all. Let's see, Parmesan. Just make sure I'm counting this correctly. Here you go. I wonder if anyone has seen fairies after a couple of these. Some guy tested that by drinking as many as he could. He thought he saw one, but he was dizzy and what he seen was his puke. Oh man, that guy had a little too much. Oh. You know, earlier today there was a mega Christmas spirit around here. What about it? That I'm realizing I made a fuss about serving drinks to someone underage, but here I am. Nothing particular, just a funny story. I have a funny story myself. It's the Mega Santa prank. The what? It's a prank I pull every year. First I pick a mall, wait for a day with lots of people, then I go to Santa's lap, and when he asks what I want, I say in the most innocent tone I can muster, I want you to make me a woman. Sometimes they try to cover it up. The little one wants to be human. It's then when I say no, I want you. After that I say, well, at the very least I want a dildo, a big one, or a very bumpy cucumber. Sometimes I spice it up. Instead of cucumbers I ask for a pony and a crane to lift them. I once thought about screaming help of being molested, but I remembered it was a prank, and I didn't want to ruin this guy's life. How considerate. Although I did get a client that way, he became a regular soon after. Huh. But yeah, 3 years and they still don't get that it's always me. Oh yeah, how old are you? Old enough for anything you want? Numbers, I need numbers. Are you really asking a girl for her age that way? Okay then, tell me your age first. 27. No fair, you didn't get fidgety or anything like that. Fine, I'll tell you. My model's designed to look between 10 to 13 years old, but my last checkup said my mental age was 24. How long since you've been deployed? That's a secret I'll keep with me. Fair enough. I expected you to get all uncomfortable talking about your age though, why didn't you? With how dangerous everything's been lately, every year you get matters. Getting old isn't a curse, it's an achievement. You should make a shirt with that, because if you don't, I will. Feel free to do so. Do you want anything else? Let's see. Oh, a cobalt velvet. It's been a while since I had tried one of those. Alright. Alright. Alright, 2, 3, and 5 of these. On the rocks and mixed. Cobalt velvet. Yep, this is the one. You like it? I don't dislike it. I guess I'm not mature enough for these drinks. Hey honey, have you ever seen a Mega Santa cake? Oh gosh. A Mega... That Mega Santa that became a regular of mine. He once invited like 8 of his friends. Gangbangs are funny because with that many guys, no one knows what to do. They think about using you too, but they don't want to touch the other guys. Well, you should have thought about that before getting naked in front of the other guys. 8 guys, and in the end, only 2 got into it, while the others left. Even my regular left. I'll regret asking this, but were all the other guys... Yep, they were Mega Santas that worked with them. Of course they were. I've been in many, but I still don't get the charm or gangbangs. Orgies, I can see though. Well, either remembering that got me turned on, or the alcohol is kicking in. Either way, I'm leaving. Bye, honey. That girl has seen some she has definitely seen some shit. Now I can't see Mega Santas with the same eyes. Why didn't you tell her you missed her yesterday? Forgot about it. I didn't find any cats. Why not look again? Good idea. Oh my. Huh? Another kid? Maybe the bar got popular at some middle school. That would be a hassle. Oh gods, maybe Alma was right. Right, about what? Well, the other day I was asking her opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing. Before the whole massive transmission hack thing. And at some point she talked about hacking becoming a fad and said, imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. And today there have been 2 kids already. How would bartending become a fad? Maybe a cartoon? Kids' cartoons don't show any alcohol. True. Excuse me, miss. This is no place for kids, so you should... Yo, she's staring too much, and she's saying nothing. She's not ordering anything. She's not causing trouble, and there's nothing inappropriate here. I mean, nothing inappropriate aside from alcohol, but alcohol is everywhere anyways. So, what do you suggest? Let her be. Maybe she's just curious about the bar. She's saying nothing. Maybe she's curious and shy. Also, it's rude to speak about people you have in front of you like they can't hear you. Yeah. Jill. Ah! How the hell did I startle you? What do you want? Can you help me out with a beer? Right. A beer for Gil. Haven't I seen that girl before? Alright, 4 of these. All mixed. Here. Thanks, and lower your guard a bit, please. Oh yeah, before I forget, the disposal unit comes on Sunday. Do you have any expired ingredients on your side? Alright, yeah. There's a bottle of Karmatron that's like a month past expiration. Put it by the sink so I remember to dispose of it. Thanks. Hey, miss! Yes? Are you happy? Am I happy? Well, that's a weird question. I'm not sad, I guess. I'm not jubilant, but... No, I mean, are you happy with your life, with your choices? Deep question. I mean, I might have 1 or 2 regrets, but I guess it could be worse. Regrets? Yeah, I mean, don't we all? I see. Hey, Jill. Wow. Again, aren't you a bit on edge? Maybe, what did you want? Didn't you borrow the screwdriver the other day? I did, why? I forgot to take coins from the arcades in the corner last week, so I needed to take them out. Oh, let's see. Here. It's not like they see much action these days anyways. Chump change is still money. Pocket change has saved my ass many times. What, did you throw it in someone's face while escaping? That only happened once and the old lady started it. Right. Why doesn't arcade still use coins nowadays or physical money when you get down to it? For the reason arcades still exist, nostalgia. Yep. We can't let go of the past, that's why we have all of these remakes and remasters. Maybe. Hey, miss! Yeah? Do you recognize me? Recognize you? I want to say I do, but, sorry. Really? You can't remember your own sister's face? Sister, sorry, but I don't have any sister? Not even a sister-in-law? No way. Gabby, is that really you? God, I'm so sorry, but you've just grown so much since I last saw you. How long has it been? 3 years. Right. So you know her? Yeah, she's actually my ex's sister. So how have you been doing? I actually had to transfer schools and I managed to skip a grade thanks to the admission tests. I'll be out of middle school next year. You've always been a smart one, so it's no surprise. Have you thought about what you want to study in college? You always said you wanted to be a scientist. I don't know yet. I guess I still have a couple of years to think about that. Well, don't feel pressured about that. Maybe you'll need a sabbatical year. So, how's Lenore? Wait, who's Lenore? Her sister. She was my girlfriend. So you actually had a relationship with someone that's not a cat? Color me surprised. Hey, don't talk shit about my baby. So how's Lenore doing? She's... Oh, shit. She's dead. Sorry, I don't think I heard right. My sister is dead, Jill. She died last Saturday. I came all the way to tell you the news. Come on, Gabby, stop fooling around. No, you stop fooling around. I mean, wow. My sister was left to suffer her disease alone while you were all merry here, mixing drinks and chatting. Wait, Lori was sick of what? Since when? Localized nanomachine rejection. It gave her a heart attack. She started complaining about chest pains not long after you left. Was all the talk about getting your freedom worth it, Jill? Was your right to be merry worth the life of my sister? Why are you lashing out at me like that? Did I infect her with the disease that killed her? No, but it's too much of a coincidence that she started getting worse and worse right after you left. She got visibly sick after your fight. It'd be no surprise if that fight played a key role in killing her, but that's just speculation. You can't expect. And all that just because you wanted freedom? What kind of freedom is so enticing that it makes you hurt a nice 3-year-old relationship? Was this freedom so important you cut all contact with us? Was this freedom so good you left everything behind? Was this freedom worth the life of my... Shut up! I didn't kill your sister, for fuck's sake. It's not like I infected her with that nanomachine rejection. Hell, this is the first time I've ever heard she was sick. And do you really know what kind of fear drove me to have that argument with your sister? Do you even understand the fear of feeling your youth slip through your fingers? Do you think it was all easy for me? I was scared, I'm still scared. But I need to grab a hold of my life. But it has nothing to do with your sister. I loved her. Do you think that fight didn't hurt me too? Idiot. Shit, that is heavy. Oh my gosh. The mood got heavy really fast. I'll make sure that girl gets to wherever she wants to go safely. Meanwhile, Chief. I know. Come on, Jill, let's take you home. Home sweet home. Hey, Jill, you want to grab something to eat? I'm not hungry. Want me to come in? Keep you company? I'm fine. I just need to be alone for a bit. Jill. You can tell me what you're feeling. It's okay. It's not okay. It's not. Come here, Jill. Come here. It's just... I feel like part of me is crumbling right now. My old girlfriend was sick and I didn't know anything about it. Her sister came to deliver the news and she held nothing but animosity for me. And not only that, I lashed out at her too. History fucking repeats itself. Maybe if I hadn't cowered back then and apologized. Maybe if I wasn't such a selfish little shit. Maybe. Thanks, boss, I really needed this. Do you want me to stay with you today? Thanks, but I actually need some time for myself. Some time to put my thoughts in order. Yeah, I understand. But don't do anything funny, you hear me? If any weird thoughts come to you, or if you feel too anxious, call me. Yeah. Hey, Forrest, she's in your care, you hear? Meow. Remember to call me. I'll call you later, check on you, nonetheless. Damn. I like how it's all like sad, and now this derpy happy music is playing. Such a weird mood shift. Alright, I'm getting closer. My electricity bill is coming up. Jill's feeling down, but she really liked that cutesy game poster she saw. Buying it will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. Let's buy it. Playhouses. About a pink-haired witch flying on a broom. Jill smiled a bit at the cutesy poster. Have a nice day. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. And like, get some more ice. BRB? Alright, I'm back. Alright, where from my controller? Here it is. Dang, the story got heavy fast. Let's see what's new. Oh. Makise releasing AKDB 186 update. It's just the greatest thing to ever grace planet Earth. I literally can't stop touching myself. Oh my gosh. Such a high quality release. But why is the camo blurry? I think it's regulation for civilian models. Something's off. I'd be all over this normally, but can't seem to get excited over this. Your shit taste is showing. Nah, I just think I'm kind of I'm kind of tired of the same thing over and over again. That's what happens when you consume way too much fucking military equipment and weapons. Yeah, I think it's that. I better stop. Let's see, I better stop buying so many weapons already. Oh, I'll never find pleasure in them again. Any word on the camo stuff for other civilian weaponry? They said they were going to announce more stuff on a later date. I like porn, you guys. The thread close. Oh, what? On actual gameplay. Shows nothing back. Hardware is nothing, so it's like, which is name. When games were actually good and devs made them with love and care? Me neither. Wow, sounds like some video game companies, or at least publishers, like nowadays, just complaining about like the Township 64 having no games. I just want gameplay. I don't want popcorn like video games. It's probably going to be another underpowered piece of shit. Gonna buy one? Joe is like, depends on the library. Invisible guns? I think they'll use it for cute patterns. I already read that. The AE. Kiramiki Encore Concert. Announced by Lana Smithy. Fans of the famous cyber idol Kiramiki are in for a huge party, all thanks to the announcement of a second concert in Glitch City's Silver Thunder Superdome. I'm so excited to extend my visit, declared the cyber idol during an interview. Tickets are now on sale and expected to disappear in a matter of minutes, so be quick and secure the best spots. You get the tickets from the following retails: Ticket Lord and Idol Hell. Sounds like Ticket Master and Golden Voice. New app proposes increased surveillance. We have nanomachines tracking people 24/7, however, due to the violent protests that have taken place recently, Prime Minister Quincy is now proposing a new law that will allow government to shut down anyone with nanomachines in their body using a pulse signal. Many people died during the protests, and that could have been avoided if we had more control over the masses, Quincy said during a parliament meeting. We have the technology to simply shut down lawbreakers. It's a non-lethal way to end any kind of conflict, and it's common sense to use it at this point. When asked about the possible negative consequences, Quincy refused to make any further comments. Oh man. I feel like that's gonna be a thing, like sooner or later. Like freaking microchips in you. I mean, technically, like your cell phone can track you around and whatnot. '66 American kid returns, challenges Giant Yusuke to a title match. Ever since Giant Yusuke won the GSF belt, he's had nothing but negative response from fans. Challenger after challenger has tried to take the title away from the imposing giant, but nearly all of them were injured in the process. 66 American kids surprised the GSF, but by returning to action almost 4 months later than expected. And then challenging Giant Yusuke to a title match on January 4th at the Silver Thunderdome. This January, I'll become the champion GSF deserves. 66 American kid proclaimed during a promotion in front of 25,000 fans in Kokoro Hall. I wish I knew more about wrestling. Sounds exciting. More nano machines? It's all smokescreen to divert attention. That's true. I feel like they try. I feel like it's like that too. Like nowadays, they always come up with like sensationalist like news and like news titles to distract from the bigger problem. All right, let's save and let's go to work. Oh, I could do that. Thursday, December 22nd. Good evening. Are you okay? I feel like shit. You sure you should have come then? You're in all the right to stay at home. I have to come. I threw away everything I had in my life to be here. People I love were pushed aside just so I could enjoy my freedom being here. My stupid, stupid freedom. So I'll come here until I die, even after the bar closes, until my hair falls out. You're the one who looks like she's about to fall apart. Your eyes are red and swollen. Yeah? Well, your hair is hairy. Yes, it is. Who was the dipshit that changed the order of the glasses? It was me. I was the one washing dishes yesterday, remember? Oh yeah, I was too busy staring at my crumbling life and all that. Why don't you go home, Joe? You're in no position to deal with people right now. Go home, rest a bit. My ex-girlfriend died, and I wasn't there to see her one last time. All because of a fight I spent all these years regretting and wishing to, but never actually apologizing for. My decision to assert my freedom and grab a hold of my life led me to this. A bartender strapped for cash that distanced herself from her loved ones for no other reason than selfishness. So I won't fucking leave. I threw all that away to be here, so here I will stay. This is what I wanted. This is why I left all that behind. This is why. See, you're starting to sound like a broken record. Oh, leave her be. I'd rather have her here than be alone in her apartment. How are you feeling, Joe? I feel like a shit-eating piece of shit. I'm the lowest of any possible life form you might find. Nano Bess looks down to me in disgust, knowing they're far more superior. You're spirited, that's good. Where's the mutt? Working with Sarah. At Sarah. I know what I said. In any case, let Jill process her anger. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. And here, she's surrounded by people that care about her. That's a lot better than leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, as smart as Ford might be, he's still just a cat. Then why not have Jill stay, but not serve anyone today? What part of I won't leave didn't you understand? I didn't leave everyone behind just to sit and do nothing. Fine, fine. What do we do if she lashes out at a client? That's why you're here, Gillian Pliskin. Who? Hey, Joe. What? I'll be in my office, but if you need a break or a hug, just tell me. Alright. Alright, let's do some random songs here. The seed never sleeps. Alright. Alright. There we go. And we'll hit ready. Oh, you're ready to put on music. This is gonna be an interesting day. The Hall of Heroes keeps shining, brimming with the... Do I smell tacos? Wait, it's outside, never mind. Oh, hell no. Oh my gosh, this guy. We meet again, bartender. Virgilia, what can I get you? Today, the luminous pollution on his face makes it seem almost like a starry sky. And when I think about stars, I think about celebrities. Celebrities are fishy, My favorite fish is the octopus. So I want something octopus-like. Aren't you gonna do that weird bartending thing? I'm waiting for you to order like a decent human being. I'm not following. Spell out your order like you're a human who is not in need of medical help. Fine then, I want a Sparkle Star. S-P-A-R-R-K-L-E star. Sparkle Star for the... Two of these. One powdered. Let's give him all the Karmatrine. 2, 1. It's all aged and mixed. See? Was it that hard? Have you tried to spell under pressure? You look angry, spelling bartender. Are you having that time of the month or something? No, I'm just filled with ridiculous amounts of anger, pain, and self-hate, and... on second thought, you're not that far from the truth, I guess. I get those too, you know. Periods. You do? Yes, last month I finally got over my renaissance and moved to my enlightenment. And here I was thinking you get to say something serious for once. Are you implying I'm not serious? Glaring holes with me will do nothing. I'm glare immune. But if you allow me to give you a sincere piece of advice, whatever, it's not like it'll help. You shouldn't kick yourself so much. If you keep at it, any chance of finally forgiving yourself will someday be gone. Self-hate will leave you with a hole that will never heal. So please take measures against it instead of sulking so much. I'll be damned, that actually sounded half sensible. Here I was thinking you were just a pompous lunatic. Hey, pompous lunatics have stories too. Really, what story? I would rather not tell. Figures. You want anything else? Have you ever seen a bat touch? Bat touch, whatever. And yeah, I honestly don't think Jill should be working, especially with this guy. I don't think she has the patience right now. And for Karmatrine, on the rocks and mixed. Here. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Maybe he's right and I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Even though I deserve every second of it. If only I had apologized earlier, I might not be feeling this way right now. If only I can't even remember what held me from apologizing all those years. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. Pride? Fear? What kept me from going out and apologizing to Lenore? I can't even fucking remember what feeling kept me from fixing this whole situation. Can't I at least find solace in whatever feeling it was that brought me to this situation? Great, now I'm feeling even worse thanks to not being able to muster whatever feeling held me. Is she okay? No, but just leave her be for now. Hey, Jill! Eh? Oh, thank God, a normal person. Oh my gosh. Just sipping on some Sprite Zero. Just pouring it into a bar glass. Wow, a mummy! No, I don't have kids. Still more normal than this twat. How are you feeling, say? My bones are still broken, but at least the cuts are healing nicely. Thank God I'm not someone that scars easily. I mean, wounds don't leave me marks. It'd be a problem if I couldn't get scar tissue. What happened to you? Fell off 2.5 stories into some trash and rubble. You look better though. Last time you came, you looked like you were about to collapse emotionally. I guess. You're the one who looks like it now, though. How do I put it? It's like when I called you your full name, but magnified. Yeah, don't mind me too much, I'm in a bad mood. Anything I can do for you? Please forgive me if I suddenly lash out at you or anyone else. Do you want something? My tongue's not so sensitive today, so let's have a beer. And you? Such a change in tone. I'm fine. I don't need anything. Let's make a beer. Two, one. All mixed. Here. Hey, let's see if there are any differences from the canned ones. And this one tastes less watered down. So, did something happen to you? I'm fine. Nothing's happened to me. Lies we tell ourselves. Someone who are fine don't act that way. Oh, I get it. You're in those days. When it's that time of the month, I get a bit sulky. No, I'm not on my period. No? I'm dealing with the loss of someone, okay? Oh. Sorry. Don't worry. Maybe I should have come today after all. No, maybe... Are you alright? I'm trying to find something to say. Making a joke would be tasteless, and I can't say everything will be alright without it sounding cheap. I'm at a loss of what to do here, sorry. Want to hear something weird? I was exactly like that when Stella came here on Monday talking about you. Oh. Well, ladies, I'm leaving. Virgilio. Yeah? You're just sitting with a Valkyrie. Really? Splendid. Now make a good entry in my poems blog. I feel bad about the way I treated him today. If not for the fact that he was being cryptic with his orders for no good reason. Like Stella when she first came?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes, no, I mean... You could have given him a free beer or something and apologized. Yeah, I just keep messing things up with people. But you know, he seemed familiar. Familiar? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it though. I just feel like I've seen him somewhere. Oh well. It might have just been that he looks like someone from an ad or something. So what brings you here? I wanted to come with Stella, so I'm just waiting for her. Why here? To be with you, of course. That reminds me, how did Stella react when you arrived? She slapped me real hard. It hurt. She said that's from making me worried and not listening to me, and then she became happy. Huh. Can I ask you whose loss you are dealing with? You shouldn't be bothered with it. Just pretend I'm in a bad mood and call it a day. Oh, okay. You really want to know, huh? I can't help it. I don't like seeing people sad. I just need to know context, not details. Someone to whom I said some mean thing to passed away before I could ever see her again. Does that work? Yeah, sorry. Knowing I can't do anything helps me calm down, but... I mean, it's not that I wouldn't help, I just... Calm down, I get it. I can't contain myself when I see people in need. But I've learned that there are times when you just can't do anything, and that's kind of fine. Thank God I learned that, otherwise I would have gone insane ages ago. You're a good person, Say. Now, I'm just an annoying girl. Still, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I have broken bones, but that doesn't mean I can't offer emotional support. You could always order another drink. Oh yeah, let's do that. Get me something cold, please. Alright. Let's give Say something with ice. Let's see. Where's the icy drinks? Let's do the moon blast. 6, 1, 1, 2. And on the rocks. Here. It's pretty cold outside though. Yeah, but I don't like hot or warm drinks. They make me feel nauseous. You know what cheers me up? What? Singing. Hearing people sing helps too. Do you sing? I mean, did you take singing lessons or something? Nope, people have told me my voice is pretty nasty actually, but they also told me I'm good with the harmonica, so I play the harmonica. I need something to do some breathing exercises with, and a harmonica is a lot smaller than a tuba, and I guess if you practice enough, you become decent. That's something I didn't expect. I hear that a lot. I know I don't look like the musical type. I used to play the violin right until I was 16 or so. Really? Can you still play? The violin's at my mom's house, so I don't have it with me. But I guess I could. It's one of those things you don't forget easily. Why did you stop? I don't know. One day I just felt like stopping. No deep reason behind it. Just like me and cooking. That and almost burning my place up. When's Stella coming? Now that you mention it, she's a bit late. Let me call her. You do that. I'm going to take my break. Tell Gil if you need anything else. Sure. Alright, let's save. Well, maybe with her going to work that was not a bad thing, since like she seems pretty distracted despite what's going on like in her personal life. But man, that is rough though. Stella say make me a bit jealous. Yeah, I'm good. That looks like you calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, make no mistake. But I guess I cooled down a bit. Say helped a lot with that one, though. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is this broken arm. I've gone into burning buildings with a 2-centimeter deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Oh shit. Welcome. Ah, hello Joe. What's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Say if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard? That's Buster, pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to a stump. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A Brantini, a big one. I'm in a good mood. One big Brantini. So 12, 6, 2, aged and mixed. Alright. One big Brantini. Here. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever try to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure. I guess. How did you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times, she started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that. When I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Say happened to be at. Have you ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. So you two have known each other for most of your lives. I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason, you two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple, say. Oh, yeah, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earn a mock prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row, dang. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends still? Childhood friends. Can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff, the kind to eat raw Bronson roots every morning. Brr. But around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting though, he was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I can think of about childhood friends. Oh! Hey Joe, what's this? Bloom Light? A spicy drink. Tastes nice the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one too. On it. 2 Bloom Lights for the girls. Alright, so Bloom Light. 4 of these. 1 powder Delta. 2 of these. 3 of these. All aged on the rocks and mix. Slot 2, same thing. Here we go. Make sure I'm counting everything correctly. 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and serve. Here. I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah, but after the 3rd one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's dimming the lights? Ooh. I guess she had too much before I came. Well, that she must still be tired from the whole bank thing. She told me about everything that happened in there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nano machine treatment she went through as the White Knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days, that bank was hell, and poor Sei is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know, among all the people using the White Knights to further their own goals. Sei was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. She's earned the god's favor, I think. But you know, all of that made me realize I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Sei wounded asking for help, part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. And I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? I'm good, I should be leaving actually. Come Sei, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. We'll be leaving now. Thank you, please come again. Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim, welcome. I was afraid I'd mix up the directions and end up in someone's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure. Sunshine cloud for Kim. 2 of these. 2 of these. Let's give her all the karma trine. On the rock, splendid. Here. Thanks. So, how's work on the wet paper? Oh, I quit. What? Yep, I went to the office of that chauvinistic horseblower and told him I quit. Why do you do that? I arrived early to my meeting and got some assignment. I spent hours doing it only for the other bitches to come and ruin it. After that, I didn't have time left, so my supervisor scolded me. So I snapped and quit on a whim. Oh. Don't you have any second thoughts? Regret anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts even if you do what you want. You'll still think of what if. Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dread the arrival of every morning. I even almost... What I'm saying is, I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like now I can find something I care about. I won't return to the augmented eye, but I could still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt this in, well, never. What about your family? They weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something. Big and bubbly. Let's see. Alright. Bubbly, classy, and strong. Let's give her a fringe weaver. Why not? Why not? Now let's decide. Let's give her something. Actually, I have an idea. Let's give her the most expensive one. Let's go with the cobalt velvet, just so we get closer to getting $8,000 for our electricity bill. For 6 of these, and 10 Cormotrine. 4, 6, and 10 on the rocks and mixed. Cool. Here. If detergent commercials are to be believed, this will clean out my insides. It will also kill the things inside you. I gotta ask though, how did you end up working there? No deep reason, that's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for journalism. To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure from my family. It's really common tale, I guess. Did you have troubles like those? Same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then at some point, I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom. A little pause to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for that fucking breather. Give me a something. Something? Sorry, I just have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright. Let's see. Let's go with sweet drinks. Moon Blast. Six. 3. More Cormotrine. All aged and mixed. Here. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I can do whatever I want, study whatever I like, work wherever I want. I know it's not that way and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than when I was out of high school. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, I really needed the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks, bye Jill. Please come again. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know. Let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Ooh, honey! Ah, Dorothy, sorry, we're just closing. I know, I came for you! For me? Why are you hugging me? I paid her to do that. All night long! Come again? To put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first, it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or a cold bucket, and I don't promise there'll be any water in it. You calm down a bit, but honestly, I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs, many. You need some human or humanoid contact right now. You had your alone time, now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Oh man. Alright, that was nice. All that money coming in. Alright, so she wants a mega Christmas tree. Who was that Lilim? A very good friend. Let's go get that Christmas tree. That is a lot of money. Celebrate the bastardized commercial version of a already bastardized celebration. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She'll surely focus at work. Have a nice day. Alright, cool. Let's see what's on the news. Ooh, nice. The Christmas tree's there. But over $1,000? I mean, I know there's like inflation, but that's... I know I said earlier too, in my other streams of this game. That's a lot of money. Monster Girlfriend, Chirari. Can't stop playing this game for its graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating, minigames, cute girls, that fucking music. Is this the GOAT? Don't know. Do you like the GOAT girl? Heh, I'm gonna marry you, GOAT. It's an alright game. It's 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game. For idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being raided by normies? Fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Man, sounds like Reddit or 4chan. Lilim receiving mysterious messages by Ilana Smithy. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilim across the city have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilim can't remember exactly what they had heard. But the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilim could not record any of these messages while they were being broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilim from doing so. Well, we have nothing but anecdotal, there we go, proof. Even among our own Lilim, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Spooky or a bluff. Actually, what does 4 and Jill say? Sounds fun. It's for nerds. For the Monster Girlfriend Chimari. Let's go back to the AE. I think we read all this. Yeah. Is Kira Miki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilum being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal and such. Cannot really understand what it's like to be alive, but most of the Kira Miki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilum people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city. Richard Cho, 55, told Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what's life about anyway. Nacho, dog, don't tell me. Watch, it's actually, the rat Shiba. Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Lich City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient, with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to the recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed that this morning, the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way we can secure essential items at affordable prices, Quincy told AE. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in a shortage crisis in the first place. So he decided not to steal all the city's funds? Good. Alright, let's go to work. Let me just save. Friday, December 23rd. Good evening. Ah, hey. How are you feeling? Lilum are soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself, I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it, the noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She started for a second saying that she had the whole night to go, and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How do you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Joe, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know. You hear? Thanks. What a good boss. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Alright, what's... Alright, I'm just picking random songs. Alright. Let's make sure there's no repeats. Yeah, they were good. Found to mix drinks and change lives. Heh, it's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to VA... Oh, it's you guys. Oh my gosh, there's a second one! Oh my gosh! Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started. Shit. So what brings you here today? I want to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you! Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Sierra thing. Part of it, I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here we could take in any dog without a place in this world. We create our own heaven and earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those Safar bitches? Of course not. I include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are of the same species as I. Sad thing is, I take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Oh my gosh. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. A manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give them something bitter. Let's see. Let's give him a gut punch. And all the karma tries, so why not? So 5, 1, and it's all aged and mixed. Here? Yes, this is just what I wanted. Bleh, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sierra afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool, every dog has the right to have its own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there any boxes of boxes? Of course, there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together, don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket, boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sort of recursive madness, you know? Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Oh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes sir! Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Russ and Struss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right, we need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not the one to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we could strike a deal with the vet those Sifar bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho! Oh yeah, forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by, I've got some errands to run. Great, can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Girl looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her, too. Yeah. So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna sit over there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Shit, I missed a chance to ask how or if he even gets paid with money. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I failed to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Shiba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. No, Google, not you. Let me just mute my Google.
The mic's off.
There we go. Sigh. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Joe. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Gio want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Let's give her a big beer. And 8 of these, all mixed. Here, let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey, Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice scraps with them. I'm still in contact with them if you're interested. No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more scrap taking place. So how are things up at the Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up for better or for worse. For worse? She's like a rabbit. An overly political correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit, poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of things she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know? I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you're right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. Oh man, the people you tease and they actually react, those are the best interactions. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. How about save my teasing for when the moment is just right then? No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was, say, this Laura girl. You guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as coworkers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she's actually finishes stuff. She does a great job, but It's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there then? Because she likes dogs. She's there for the dogs. And that's why I insist that you two will make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means, if that lower girl is really as bland as he claimed her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? Lilim, a more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap. She's totally calling you a pussy. Damn! Oh, man! She's right, though. Sharing interest and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for the better or for the worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So I'm sure your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you? And you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed giddy afterwards though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough lore for a night. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Get me a French weaver. Alright. More of these. 1, 2, 3. On the rocks mix. What the f... Reset. Oh, I had to make it aged. There we go. Right, and a fringe weaver. Where is it? Here we go. Now these age and mix. Here. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like they're customers too. Said attendees were of course part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. Damn. I do admit though, in some of like the high budget games, there's too much bloom lighting. It's like every time like you face like any light source or even like the sun in those games, it feels like you're being blinded by the sun as if you're looking through a camera. I don't know. I guess in movies it works, but in video games, depending on like how much you're interacting with the video game, it can be detrimental. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark. Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship show? In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Damn. I kinda wanna screenshot that. There we go. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. He got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How is that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing, but whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad, and not because they actually believe in whatever movement they were championing for. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Safe Bar toy company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mountain debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will we get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we had to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break now. Call me if someone comes. Alright. 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 Let's save. Alright. I'm gonna go eat some food real quick and I'll be right back. I actually can't eat like food in my desk really because of the ants. I would love to though, but I know like one of my friends like recommended something that can help keep the ants away. I need to like look into it and see what I can go from there. So I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. But yeah, I will be right back. And I'll leave you guys with some music. Let's see, how do I remove this? Actually, I'll start with this song. There we go. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like the music stopped. On 1 second. I'm just gonna go back to playing the game. Alright. Sorry that took a little bit though. I legit can't eat any food at my desk since it'll attract the ants. Luckily, they don't get into like any like Coke or Sprite Zero really. But if you bring like any like food in here, be it like fast food or like rice, anything oily, they just come in swarms, and I want to avoid that. So let's go ahead and play some more. No dogs in sight. Let's keep it the same. Let's actually do this. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Vol. Oh, hey there, Alma. You seem sound. Maybe there's something I could give her to cheer up. The Brantini. Let's give her a big one. Six of these and 2 of these. Excuse me. Hey. And this? It's on me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So how is it? A Brantini, so you do pay attention to what I asked for. You have quite the fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, wanna hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. Oh my gosh. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating and managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brantini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 13, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk, the drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he's called me a Brantini girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? What is it the news about people dressing in the bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister, Diana? The one that separated from her husband, forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary, I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman isn't capable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that, she never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all of that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. He reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Ava are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It did help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first fairly familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Ava and Bernardo, and they turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Ah, damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Anyway, any way I can help? You just did. Huh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just need to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's small as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs was Ava. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Joe? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her somehow. Actually, what worries me is what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is an indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she's pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Get me something nice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. Probably a sugar rush. Moon rush. Something with ice. Blue Fairy. Let's go to Moonblast. Let's do the Sunshine Cloud, why not? And to Bronson. And all the Karmotrine! There we go. And on the rocks, blended. Alright, let's give it to her. Here you go. Thanks, I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Nice dodge. Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home. So I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say Joe, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most. Really? I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Not gonna lie though, like when it comes to chicken, I'd say my favorite part of the chicken would be like the wings and the breasts. I actually don't mind legs. My least favorite part of the chicken would be the thighs. But I did have chicken thighs from like a Jollibee, and that tasted really good. Like, it's just the way they seasoned it. Usually I don't like chicken thighs, but they were really good. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best parts. Yes! Actually, I agree with those two. The breasts and the wings are the best part of the chicken. I think I like the wings more than the breasts. Like, for me though, I think bone-in with wings is better than like boneless. I mean, boneless is fine if you're feeling lazy, but nothing beats like a bone-in wing. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wing. Where do you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Nice. Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because, thought as much. Yo, Armitage, Alma, I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left a bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mouse spice, nice. Weird, maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff? I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well-dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet, you're still single? That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything as long as it helps with the spiciness in my throat. Okay. Usually spice would help with sweet. Let's give her a sugar rush. Actually, I'm really curious what to get though, because I honestly don't know. Let's see, wings, VA. When was the last thing you came out with? So it's beer. Yeah, usually like beer goes really well with spicy foods. All mix. Let's try that. What the fuck did I just make? Here you go. Damn. No more spice, but I have not other problems now. Right, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when you got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? You like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment. I wouldn't ever let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here. Eh? I told you to sit here. Come on. Eh? What? What are you? Alright then, now I'm the bartender, and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, I move this here. Oh shit! What's going on? Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how did you even manage to? Oh yeah, hacker, right? Now we change roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then, something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taken way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. During my eyelashes, studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho. We started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush then, you can't mess that up. Right. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? One. Let's give her all the caramel shrine. Excuse me. It's all that food that I ate, and it's like affecting my throat a little, but I'll be okay. So 2, 1, and all the caramel shrine, all mixed. Here, thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session. Investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all of that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduation was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then, but I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things evolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things. I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but not just because of that. Huh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabriella, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, when didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Chill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost a sister and pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. The big beer, big beer, big beer. What makes a big beer big in this thing? Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stress was my default state. So just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me to social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people was fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now, you know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh. Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remember a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions, and all of that. Everything sounds so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just, I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just need someone to tell all of this to, and you're the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, but that I'm not the one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Chill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart to heart here. Yeah, usually in like stories, when someone says like shit like that, it's basically a death flag. Sorry, it's just weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And then if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. I hate it. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sapness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted though. Hey. Excuse me. Yeah? I mean to know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Joe. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenora's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter show tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. Boss? Alright. Make us some dough. Your account was charged $8,000 as your payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind, and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Cool. There goes $8,000 down the drain. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's do one more work day, and then after that, I think I'll like call it a night after that and get some rest. Bill paid. Did you have a boyfriend named Bill? Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product in my opinion. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome show. Why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the women's championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. Amazing how I know all the words, yet I understand nothing. Is that how it feels like when you have someone who's into a certain like hobby or like thing, and they spout all these like terminology at you? He's like, oh yeah, I've heard of those words. I don't know what they mean. What do they mean? Update. Lilum receiving mysterious messages by Lana Smithy. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe some of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Jill Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscaster, as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise identifies ends of transmission developing. Spooky or made up story. Nano machine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. The Help Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. Model warrior Julianne returns. She looks like a magical girl. The classic magical girl show Model Warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City's citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner Or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Boop, boop, don't. I'll save. And let's go to work. Good evening. Oh, hey, Joe. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's girl? Did he run away again? Nah. I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink comes from... Shoot. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're going to spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs, you invited the titty hacker, Gil invited Jaime. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting, the more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Let's do this. And let's go. Time to mix strengths and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. The girl asked for a Brantini to Lilum. Freaks me out. So 6 of these, 3 of these, and 1 chromatrine. Aged. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Bella for the time being. And your Lilum friend is... Essentia. I get it, you're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of the game YIIK, Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That is a lot of remasters! That one. We're in cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something, miss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor, uniform, missing an arm. So YIK is sound like Yik. So Yik is supposed to be Y2K, but the game is universally hated, so it's said like Yik. I see. So Yik. Thank you, Joe. Joe's STN Gray. Thank you. Thank you. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Let's see. Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Alright, so... Fluffy dream. Alright, so 3 of these. And let's give her all the Cormotrine. Aged and mixed. Here. Yep, this is a thing. Damn, I got dizzy pretty fast. I better stop here. Now that I think about it, just who are you, Essentia? Isn't she your friend? I guess, I don't know. I just kinda met her in a convention and she's stuck with me ever since. She also seems off, like she's missing something or thinking too much. Interference, slow synchronization. Well, I won't hold you any longer. We should go. Goodbye. Please come again. Why the hell are you on the floor? Tased by the vending machines? I wonder if he said something to piss off Dee Dee or Gogo. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh hey Dorothy. Oh hi honey. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilith just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? Oh man, I forgot what the drink, what drink cheers her up. What was it? I'll just look it up. Let's see. But interesting though, those peeps were cosplaying for Yik. Alright. Alright, so it looks like a piano woman. Let's see, haven't got to... That's a piano woman. Right, 5 of these. Age and mix. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you like having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating, or were you feeling down? I did? Wait, I did? You actually remember such a thing. You're so sweet. I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I need to know. Sorry for the loss though, I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you Lilum really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up into collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieve self-awareness? Who in the right mind would abide only by rules described in some old book? If I remember correctly, those are only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? It's a tad small though, sorry about that. And your cat's so cute. What was his name again? Foray. Why Foray? I figured if you ever got lost, at least I want to be able to yell for. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many. Oh, so it's 4, not 4. I've been mispronouncing it the whole time. And every time you play with them, you can say it's 4. He was also named after someone. Really, who? A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend. What, a movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. You want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like. Okay then. What would Dorothy order? The good old WWDO. Let's give her this. One Flanneroid. And all the Calmatron. All age and mix. What about this? Yep, just nice. You always order either sweet or girly drinks. It was a no-brainer. Girly and sweet drinks for a sweet girl. I still can't believe you actually remember what I said about the piano woman. It's always good to keep note of what regular is like, you know? I've wondered for a while though, why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again? Why else would I come, if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar. The way it's insulated from the noise of the city is really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I've always had. A win-win situation. I see. It's always weird to see you down though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom or guardian asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian. The whole thing about someone taking care of Lilum after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try to keep a varied pool of volunteers and make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Huh? Dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't though, or at least not consciously. At times she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. If she felt she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else's in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time, my job involves role-playing. A daughter, a student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that. But on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that role-plays as little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute. Well, what's the problem with your guardian then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I feel she might look at me and see her daughter. That seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me. I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking with her? How so? Telling her just what you said to me, clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about talking to her about that. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep in mind, at least, maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You want to come? Really? If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. Alright. Oh man, I'm starting to feel that Del Taco, like, hurting my stomach a little bit. Alright, let's save the game. Yeah, that Del Taco is like hurting my stomach a little. But after I'm done with this work day, I'll stop the stream for tonight. And let's continue. Don't. Oh no, I'm not like leaving yet, Travis. I mean, after this work day in the game, so probably another like 15 or so minutes. But hey, how's it going? Well, almost. Alright, want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? No, you're a little girl? Oh, I see. Well, I'll see. Like, maybe I'll do one more workday. I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks, no. Smoking seriously messes with my air filters, and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me, though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Grimm. Grimm? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays, she works at a gym during the morning shift. Okay, no worries, though. Like, no worries. I'm enjoying the game so far. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently, she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. Yeah, technically, it's my first playthrough of this game. This is, I think, the third like stream of this game. I think at this point, though, I think I might be 3/4 of the game done. From what I heard from Fox and Torch, there's actually multiple endings for this game. So I might do another like playthrough of those games on stream. I might just do it off stream, but Yeah, I'm like nearing the end of this game. I might stream more of this game next week. She had a daughter. Apparently, she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear. Or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine, yeah. Wait, read? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I had to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised? She's not wrong though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names though. Dolores, Hayes, Genesis, Grimm. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name, then? Rebecca Dorothy Willow Grimm. A bit of a mouthful if you ask me. So Dorothy's actually your second name. Should I call you something like Becky then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name. Yep. Only my mom or guardian calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as their last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow. Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it, if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. It'd be like if I called you Juliana all of a sudden. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird. Huh. How can you end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours? I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That, and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying that they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Sounds too far-fetched? Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Let's mix this around. There we go, and ready. Back, did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year. Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. It sounds like some of those like pay-per-view fights where we pay a good amount of money for it and it just ends in like 5 or 10 seconds. It's just like, I just wasted my money. I wasted it all. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Joe. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely, my wounds finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so... Excuse me. So she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. On the rocks and blended. Let's do this one. Alright, let's go. Here. Yeah, this is the one. Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too? It's not that cold actually, but I've always had decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. So Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that, can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time. If there is next time at all. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun, drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big, there's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. Sounds like a Filipino household. Always so much food. And at the end of the party, like pretty much like we just give everyone leftovers. Like here you go, take the food. It's gonna go to waste. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever is left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff's members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. That is true, like donating does give you a tax break. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Huh. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party, and she's most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Joe? I don't mind. They're a good place to see people. I'm not the one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not the one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look good. They don't look cute on me. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in dress, Joe. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember wearing my arms were too thin or something like that. Oh man, body dysmorphia. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Well, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are always useless here. They rarely help with the complexes. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never care enough to ask the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, curls? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kinda likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom. And Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along the lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration of her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her. Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding Jacobs or something like that. I guess in a taller, thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than her mom. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Joe? Not really, I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no? It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do, give me a second. This music. Alright. Mix. With no alcohol. Here. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs feel numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs feel numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say, yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check on one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if we can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption, sick of it. Oh, but I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Joe. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. This guy again! He always feels like a downer. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, why don't you? Alright. A strong, manly drink. Let's give him a gut punch. And all the Carbotrine. And it's all aged and mixed. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone, a gun for hire. What about the girl, Crimson something? I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you, just got out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money, and well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about sound info to anyone. Okay then, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you hear those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Canavenia. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction, and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Well, turns out Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't he figure that out earlier? I have no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Alright, 2 of these, 3 of these, and 5 of these. On the rocks and mix. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks he told me last time? He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least, deliver a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter, she's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody has seen her. I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter, but I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's girl, by the way? He stored all of your things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit. I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Oh man, my back. Back is hurting a little. I did get like a seat pillow to help with my posture. I think it's helping, but my back is hurting a little though. I'm guessing I'm not used to this. To this like position. Maybe I'm doing the shrimp a little, where I'm bending a little too much forward. Alright. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Red Moms. Happy holidays. A party then. I'll bring you leftovers. Alright. We'll just save the game. I don't think there's going to be any news because it's Christmas. Of course there's news. Alright, cool. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll definitely continue playing this game next week. So for tomorrow, I'm gonna have Crash 4 playing the stream. And I forgot what I had for like Saturday. Oh yeah, it was Yakuza, like a dragon. So I'll be playing those games next. And then I'll go back to playing Valhalla again on Monday or Tuesday. I'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I'm almost done with my first playthrough of this game. It's like inching forward ever so little more and more. I think from what Torch and Fox told me, that the game goes through New Year, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you Travis for dropping by and hanging out. Same with you, Jill. Thank you, and thank you everyone else. Thank you everyone else who dropped by, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.